So we're going to talk about extras.
Yes.
Not the Ricky Gervais
Not the
comedy
programme,
show.
no.
But being an extra.
Yes.
And before you launch into your much more interesting and involved past as an extra, I just want to quickly recount a little tale of mine.
Okay, crack on.
When I was 20, like 21.
All them years ago.
That was a long time ago. At least 6 years. I was with my auntie and uncle. They lived in a place called Tinault, which is just on the outskirts of Oban. It's up the Glen, it's the arse end of nowhere. Oliver Reed once stayed in the hotel in Tinault, and he got so drunk that he repeatedly smashed himself in the face with a shoe until there was blood dripping all down his face.
As you do.
And Billy Connolly once went to one of the local eateries where my auntie was doubling as a waitress to help a friend out.
She was working as
a waitress in a place that sold stovies.
Yeah.
When Connolly walked in, number one hit. And she didn't recognise him, and she just came up to him and went, "Are you the ham?" And he said, "Well, I've been called a lot of things in my time," and then she was like laughing and going, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Anyway, that's an aside. We got, my auntie arranged for us to be extras in a short-lived BBC series called Monarch of the Glen.
Oh, that little nugget.
Shitty Saturday, Sunday tea time
Quite
kind
well
of.
known in Scotland.
What's that?
It's quite well known in
No,
Scotland.
it's quite well known in Scotland. I think
And
it was an
on-
English
on
family that went
gold.
up and it certainly wasn't gold. But we went up, and our scene, we had to drive in the gates, like my uncle was driving, and the guy, I think character's name was Archie, he had a kilt, he was a wee tiny guy, he did some TV adverts as well. But he came up and he's like, my uncle had to say, "Is this da-da-da-da?" because they were having an open day in the episode to raise money for the, and he went, "Yeah, just drive up there." And I sat in the back, stoic, just radiating presence and
Oozing.
confidence. And in the pub, nearby pub, we went for a dinner. This guy came up to me, another extra, and he's like, "I just want to say that was the best guy sitting silently in the back of a car I think I've ever seen." I was like, "Thank you very much, one autograph."
Well done.
But the funny thing was, there was two funny things. We filled in release forms to get paid for it. Never saw a penny. Thanks BBC. And they never used the fucking scene.
Oh well.
But
Cancels it out, doesn't it?
it does cancel it out. But the funny thing was, between takes, we were all sitting in the car. It was on this bridge, and the guy that played Archie was like wandering about, like waiting for his cue to do the little scene again. And he went, he started singing. He went, "When I'm calling you," that famous.
Yeah.
And my uncle, like the window was down, went, "Won't you love me too?" like sang the other line. And my auntie, who was like very old school and terrified and in retrospect very homophobic, hit my uncle on the arm and went, "For goodness sake, that's a gay code. For all you know, it's a gay code. Stop singing that." As if she thought that the guy would
Just
like hear it.
fishing for.
Yeah, he'd like break into the car and start pumping my uncle. And then, "You sang the song, you fucking take the
I
punishment."
mean, there's a lot of just sitting about on, film sets, movie sets, so maybe he was just looking to fill up half an hour while they
I know.
set up the next scene,
I know, it's like, I'd never heard of that, but yeah, that made me laugh, just that she could be so, at once so cute and so bigoted, thinking that that's how gay people, like you walk into the toilet and someone's like, "Don't let the sun."
And nearly sang it back.
Yeah, keep your mouth closed in all senses of the word. So, was there any sort of sex songs on the set of
Not that I
Outlander?
know of, but it could have just gone right over my head. Over my head, I
We're
think.
in a sexual minefield here. So you got to be an extra on Outlander.
Yes, it was on my bucket list. So I signed up to the casting agency in a hopes that Outlander would land on my desk. Land on my desk. Like, might be an option. A friend of mine and me, but it's not really how I
Friend
should
of mine
and me.
Oh,
Me and
well,
my friend. Me and a pal, right? We had spent a couple of rainy evenings stalking the locations. You see the little orange lock sign somewhere in there.
You really were
Just
stalking.
drive past and go, "Oh my God, someone's filming! Could you not?"
Because we've been in the central belt of Scotland where they film a tremendous amount of Outlander.
Yes.
the production offices are somewhere on the road to Glasgow somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it gets a lot of, within like a half an hour
Yeah.
radius, there's tons of stuff going on.
So we did some stalking. We drove about a bit and found some great filming going on actually. Managed to see some of the main people, and I thought, you know, I really want to do that. I'm going to sign up.
You saw Sam Heughan
Yep,
the time you were
got
stalking?
my picture with him, yeah, Sam Heughan. Who else was there? Oh, I can't
You don't
remember.
care, do you?
No, it was only Sam. I did that thing though, that we had been tipped off that there was somebody up the top if we were just about to leave, and then I won't say who tipped us off, but somebody tipped us off that somebody was there, so we went back up, and me and Katrina just walked right up, and I went, Sam, hiya, as if I knew him, as if I'd known him,
Seriously?
and he looked at me as if to say, like as if he was politely thinking, oh shit, I know this one.
That's a good
And then I was, hi, can I get a picture taken? Got my picture, and off we trotted and signed up the next day, you know. And honestly didn't think anything would come of it. And then you start getting emails through, can you do this, can you do that, it's 2 days, it's 3 days, it's these dates, you need to be available for a fitting on this date. And when you're working full time, it's really difficult to actually be able to take anything on. You have to use your holidays. And something I'd had to turn down like half a dozen. I was beginning to think it would never happen when something came in, and I was like, I actually could do that one. Oh my god, I could do that one. So you say, yes, I can do it, and then, you know, you wait to see if you get picked, and you know fine well at that point that they're sending your picture through, and you're thinking, oh my god, my headshots were absolutely shocking. You know, do I look like I belong in a corset in the flipping 18th century or whenever it is? Can't remember when it's filmed. Probably not. And you cross your fingers, and then they
Oh, I've got it!
they accept you. And you're
Plague
like,
victim number 3.
no,
Great.
no, I know, totally, but like whore, you know, pub whore. But no, I got to play gentry. I got to wear
Bloody
a
that.
really posh dress, corseted up, you know, on the fucking hottest day of the summer. Me standing in a field of flipping hay fever in a corset, woolen tights, and, you know, hair pinned up, and literally, you may as well call it stand-about.
Stand-about.
Talk stand-about, do you know what I mean? Because all you're literally doing for 14 hours is standing about, waiting to be called, waiting to be told, like, shut up, we're filming. And
Was it just one day?
No, 2 days I did. So
14 hours each?
yeah, man. And then so I took 2 days off work, and then so it was Wednesday, Thursday, and then went straight into work on the Friday, and I had to be on location for 6:15 in the morning, which meant I had to get up at 4 to drive there, to get on the bus, to drive the 3 miles into the location, because it's all hush hush, you know.
Where was it? Can you reveal now?
Do you
Oh,
know
come on,
what?
is that the
No.
official Secrets Act?
Well, you know, they're still doing filming. They still use the set. So
Oh, really?
I'm going to be good, and I think I might have signed a contract, and I don't want to get into trouble.
Honestly?
Yeah.
Just tell me what. Just she's not telling me.
Tell
You'll tell me later, though, right?
Maybe.
You're not going to tell me, right?
You can probably find it if you Google it, but I'm not going to tell you. I'm not breaking my promise to Sam.
Sam, she's been. There's got fidelity.
Also,
in
because
it.
I'd really like the opportunity to do it again, and if, you know, I might get stricken if they find
Hopefully,
out that
that's
I'm
it.
blabbing and stealing things from the set, you know.
Did you see Sam again? And did you go up to him and
Yes,
go,
he was
"Hiya,
in my
pal?"
scene. Yeah, man. Yeah, no, so he talked to me this time.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he was like, it's really hot, isn't it? And I was like, yeah.
Classic.
We had
banter.
an actual conversation. you
Oh,
know.
really?
But yeah, that was it, but it was still a conversation.
That's not a conversation.
He asked me a question, I answered it. We
It
know
wasn't really a
it.
question, it's more of a rhetorical statement
No, it was
So you just
really
said-
interested in what I thought.
of the
The weather.
environmental
Yeah,
conditions.
yeah.
And
So-
why did you not capitalise on that? You just went. So you must have gone home going,
Yeah, I did
"Oh,
that
my
thing.
yes was a great. That's your one in."
That's what you said. Yeah. Good grief, girl. Yeah. So. Yeah. So. And
Maybe you should take your shirt off, Sam, if it's that hot. That's what you should have said, or.
Wait, let me. So really long day the first day. We wrapped at about 8:15 at night, I had to drive the hour and a half back home. So now you know it's within an hour and a half of where we live. And I was knackered, you know, go to bed. Had to go into work in the morning because it was a later call time. I didn't need to be there until 11, but then it was a midnight wrap. So then an hour and a half back home. So I didn't get home until 1:30 in the morning, straight to bed, and then into work the next day. I remember having this conversation with my colleague Karen at the time, telling her about this amazing experience that I'd never thought I'd have these new experiences in my life at my age. Honestly, what a emotional wreck I was. I'm just like, it was amazing. She was like, go and get a coffee.
Yeah, and some perspective. No, it's nice. It's a cool thing to do. I'm jealous. I'd love to have done.
So, yeah, it was pretty cool, and I'd love to do it again, but it is really difficult. And obviously, since the pandemic and stuff, rules have changed on how they are using extras. They're trying to get less extras more consistently through things, as opposed to having lots of different faces that you might not say, she was in that episode, you know, 2 seasons back.
Yeah.
Sure, she was in that episode.
And you know, there are such ardent fans of the show that they probably watched it about 86,000 times each episode, and they would spot you.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm very visible. I made sure I was in. I was in the, you know, I'm here, and oh, there she is. Honestly, that gold
Were you
dress
just like
gets
swanning
everywhere.
about, kind of?
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's probably why I've not been asked back.
Yeah.
Too visible, not having her again.
So if we watched it's a wedding scene you did,
Yeah,
isn't it?
it's
So
season 5, episode 6.
what time?
Come
Come on, you must know.
No, I can't
You
remember.
vain bastard.
But
Come on.
it's a very well-known wedding scene, yes. And it was amazing, gorgeous. Loads of beautiful dresses. It took 3 hours to get into the costume, and then, you know.
Oof.
Oh, yeah, totally. Well, because they had like about 80 extras, because it was a big wedding. So, so it was really good to be part of like a really big scene.
Sure.
And the food was amazing.
Real food.
Yeah, the actual catering, like, on these things is really cool.
So it was like a real wedding banquet.
Oh, no, I mean the food that they give you when you've got, like...
Oh, right, I see. I thought you were like
No,
feasting on hog and kind of...
No.
You got like just a really nice macaroni cheese.
Yeah, trust me, you wouldn't want to be eating any food that had been sitting in that bloody beaten down sunshine for 14 hours. It would be flies and wasps buzzing around it. Yeah, not nice.
Yeah.
But it was fun.
If you'd been more of a psychopath, you could have gone back and did you meet Sam Heughan? Yeah. And he said yes. You could have implied that you were going to get married to him.
I'm not that crazy though.
No, but see some of the people in these Outlander fan sites.
Yeah. Same with everything though, eh? Like, you know.
I was reading today that is it Katrina or Catriona? How do you pronounce her name?
We'll just call her Cat.
Cat Balfe. Is it Balfe?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, Balfe.
Cat B.
Yeah.
She was saying that there were fans of the show that had hired private detectives to try and find out if the baby she was carrying to her husband was actually Sam Heughan's baby.
Oh, really?
Because
Oh,
they
my
were so
goodness.
keen on them hooking up in real
But
life.
people love that, don't they? I think there was loads of rumours about him and our name's Sophie, I think, the one that plays his daughter on the show. There was rumours, I think the rumours are now that he's gay, but that's gonna not be good for publicity for the show with the big masculine, you know, hero.
Yeah.
Maybe cut that bit.
No, I know what you mean. No problem with them being whatever orientation.
Yeah, totally. But you know,
the,
fans are crazy. They want.
But it's for fiction, even if he is gay in real life, the characters, they're not going to get with him anyway, whether he's straight, don't Margaret from Clydebank, you're the one I've been waiting for all my life.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, it's the character, they can still have the fantasy about the character, it's not real.
Yeah.
You be gay if you want, Sam Heughan, nobody cares.
It's not real.
What?
It's not real.
It's not real.
It's not real. It's not real.
What's Sam Heughan's sexuality?
Characters.
Oh, the character, yeah.
You mean it's not based on
I'm so sorry.
fact?
It's not based. Well, it is loosely based
Yeah,
on
because
fact.
time travel back. Oh, spoiler alert. Yeah.
But that's the
Have you
premise
read
of
the
the show.
books?
I started to, and actually the prose was quite good, but I got distracted.
They're big books.
Yeah,
I
what are you
bet
trying to
they're
say? The one that you didn't get through, you thick bastard, the big books.
Yeah.
You stick to a wee Mills and Boone or something, see how you go.
But I read Outlander like 15 years ago, and so my passion for it came from the books, not from, you know, this series that I started watching. So you know, I was there when they were talking about making it into a film before it was even a series was the thing. And who's going to play Sam? Like, who's going to play?
Your OG.
Yeah, you know.
But listen, I think we should do an Outlander one. So let's save.
Okay.
I will just say, did you know that it was loosely the idea for the premise came from an old 1960s episode of Doctor Who?
I did actually. I did know that. Yes. I think Diana. Gabaldon.
Gabaldon.
I think it's supposed to be Gabaldon, yeah.
If
or
they
Gabaldon.
do redo the labyrinth,
Gabaldon.
she could be the Gabaldon king.
She, you know, she's got cameos in the series, so there are points in the series where she's there in the background as well. Cool.
Yeah, so we'll talk more in depth. But
cool.
yeah, so that was your Outlander extra experience.
Yeah.
And hopefully you'll get called back.
One day. I did do another BBC thing as well. I was a nurse. Wasn't that much fun.
What was the show?
The Nest. BBC
The
Scotland.
Nest.
Yeah.
Can you reveal where it was filmed, or is that a fucking secret as well?
I can't actually remember.
Nobody
it was
cares
like
about that show.
Somewhere, but yeah.
Did you have a conversation with one of the high profile
No.
stars where they said, "Oh, coffee's really good," and you go, "Yeah."
Yeah. No, I can't
No,
even remember
nothing.
the name of the guy that's in it.
Oh fuck. Was he
Scottish guy.
Scottish?
Yeah. Short. Beard.
Oh.
Was in a police thing.
A police thing.
Aye. No, I can't remember.
You can.
Not as
answer in the
visible in that one,
comments.
so I'm not interested.
She never wanted to pump him, so she didn't bother remembering who he was.
So charming.
So charming, always. So
On that note.
On that note, thank you for sharing your extra experience. If you've ever been an extra in something, tell us about it. And please subscribe and share and continue to watch. Thank you very much, Rachel. And goodness, hot in here, isn't it?
Yeah.